Hi, my name is Devin, and this is my video for showing my three designs for section two. My topic is about finding student housing in Waterloo and how it's very hard for students to find without doing deep research. So, for my first idea is a housing finder. This is a very centralized app idea, which I got because of when I was conducting my interviews. I had people tell me that they were looking at too many websites and it became overwhelming. They couldn't find all the houses. They'd go on websites, different apps, and like they have to search Kijiji, Facebook, and especially my student who was international looking for places from Germany struggled a lot because he couldn't find the websites because he didn't know which ones existed. So here I'm presenting my storyboard. As you can see in the first one, he's saying I can't keep checking these apps, and he's on Facebook, Reddit, Kijiji, and so the storyboard kind of goes like he wishes that there was a centralized app that would have everything in one place where he could find all the housings in a certain area and meet all the requirements such as like being close to campus, being at a reasonable price, somewhere where all of these housing ideas can be onto one centralized app but can have all in one place. So he finds the app, and then he's really happy that he can find all the listings in one place. And then over here you can see like he's trying to find something close to campus, which is something that was found in most people's agenda of lists of things to find for living. So you can see like it's on a map. So here's some of the crazy storyboard UI ideas I had. Up here, the main UI would be like a home screen with everything nearby. Like this is where you live. This is where like UW campus is. And a big thing was everyone wanted filters, which kind of shows filters by price, distance, the lease length, roommates, distance to campus, all those type of things. And then you can find everything based on your match. Um, of like what you need and like after you filter. And you can see how far it is from campus. It's going to be for all universities, so Laurier, Waterloo. And then you can actually look at that place itself. So here's a picture of the living room, kitchen, bathroom, and then you can see like the actual landlords that they're verifying. Like you can see all about them and the history of the place. Compare and contrast with other places. You can save the collections, and then you have your own personal profile. We can save all your preferences. And then for my next app, it's called RoomSync, which is essentially the problem of finding roommates. I had a lot of people say that they felt very pressured because of school timings. Um, and with all the exams and everything going on, they were stressed out because everyone had found someone to actually, move in with, and they were struggling to find people, such as like my international student from Germany. So storyboard goes like, he's seeing this guy who's trying to look for housing. He's looking at everyone with they had already found their group. And he gets recommended like RoomSync to find a place, and he goes onto the app and like um, he puts in his preferences of what he wants, what he likes, and he finds a roommate that matches his preference. Kind of similar like a Tinder app, but strictly for roommates, right? And then you can have a messaging back and forth, and you can like actually communicate with the person, say like what your wants, needs. Are you more social? Are you more quiet? Are you okay with noise? Different things like that. And then then he moves in and he's super happy. So my crazy is for the UI design for this would be for RoomSync. It's you start with your own bio, similar like Tinder. You write down all of your preferences, your habits, what are some personality traits, what do you like to do, and then you like match with different people based on preferences. So this person has a 97% match for all the requirements, like they want this kind of place, they like this or that, whatever. Same thing, you can message them, and then you can kind of discuss like move-in dates, like what you prefer, like are you compatible as a roommate, there's potential matches, and obviously you want to be safety is a big priority because you want to make sure these people are actually students. So you would have to confirm with your actual university, student ID, student emails, and then you can also do group searches. Say that everyone's lives in a dorm and they all want to move out to a different place. You can do a group things and you can plan moving there. And my very last one is rate my landlord. So a lot of people had issues with the landlords being super sketchy. Read a review saying like, "Hey, like don't go to this place. This place has mold. This has that." So I wanted a hub that you can have all those answers about all the landlords in one place. So here's a guy that who's like super like upset about like all these sketchy landlords, and then he checks the place out, and he finds the app where all the landlords are there, and then he's super happy that he checked user rate my landlord app because the place he wanted to go to had mold in it, right? So now he's very happy in his new place and he's leaving reviews for the next one. Here's what the UI design for this will look like. You see the trending like landlords, some of the best ones in the city, according to wherever you prefer. Trending like buildings, and then you have a search engine, of course. Filters was something really important. You can search up for the address, landlord names, different companies like HRS Properties. You can look at the actual landlord, things that are pros and cons. Like this one's 2 stars, what are the pros and cons for that? And then you can have reviews about it from the actual students. And then say that you rent it with a landlord on your own personal profile. You can add images, kind of like how it's Rate My Professor. You can add images and reviews and different things about the place. And yeah, and it kind of goes on from there. You can report for scams. You can do community things. You can find it on a map with some good and bad landlords on a map. And as a student, what are your previous friends and what are your experiences? Yeah, thank you very much.